Hey everyone, this is Cynthia Fontaine, the Rhode Island Psychic Medium, coming to you live from my office. There's a delay, sorry, between the Zoom and on YouTube. So I can't watch the YouTube screen because it's too distracting because it doesn't match what I'm actually saying. So I actually tried to go live on Facebook, but Facebook has changed their settings and I cannot now connect my Zoom live into Facebook um, because it's all about a control thing. And so I thought, well, you know what? If they won't let me do Zoom to Facebook, I'm going to do Zoom to YouTube. So you guys are probably going to be seeing me here more often. And then I'll share these videos to my Facebook page. But you guys are going to get me here first. So my name is Cynthia Fontaine, the Rhode Island Psychic Medium and Spirit Guru, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time and don't know me. And I just wanted to, I'm going to start these videos more regularly. I'm going to actually be doing this in conjunction with doing a show on Clubhouse. So for you guys who are Apple users, iPhone users or iPad users, if you are not on Clubhouse yet, oh my God, you don't know what you're missing. And if you are a business person, if you are a coach, if you are a healer, there is so much amazing content being dropped on Clubhouse right now. You guys need to get over there and start taking advantage of what's happening there now. Because once they open it up to the general public, which is going to be sometime in March, then there's still be a lot of stuff going on. But the amazing people that are in there right now that are at the top of the game in their fields or in their teaching, giving free content, and it's just it's amazing. It's totally amazing. And I am so excited that I'm going to be working with Forbes Riley for the next 30 days to work on my content branding and all of that and my pitch. And I won actually was in a pitch contest at 2 o'clock this morning on Clubhouse. And people voted for me to win the contest, which I was so excited. And the CEO, the former CEO of T-Mobile, John Ledger, was actually in the audience listening, and he came up after the contest and shared with us. And like I said, there have been the most amazing people on there dropping content after content bombs. Elon Musk has been on. Mark Zuckerberg. It's been amazing. So if you guys, I don't want to talk too much about that, but if you guys aren't there, get on Clubhouse as soon as you can. It's just outstanding. So with that note, the reason why I'm doing the live today is because so many people have been asking, how am I doing? For those of you who are new to me and don't know, I had an accident Labor Day weekend and I shattered my right leg and ankle. And I had to have extensive surgery to repair the damage. And I have plates and screws and pins and all sorts of apparatus in there now and a couple of big scars. So people have been asking how I'm doing because they haven't seen an update in a while. So I wanted to come on and update everybody. And I will share this with Facebook after the recording is processed. So the time that I had, I was pretty much bedridden for 3.5 months between bed and a wheelchair, and was pretty immobile. And then I got a DVT, which is a deep vein thrombosis blood clot behind my knee. So I'm not fully recovered, although the bones in my leg and ankle are completely healed. And my orthopedic surgeon was thrilled and actually pretty impressed with how well my leg healed, because I'm pushing on the side of I hate to say it, but I'm pushing up into the side of 60 now. Not quite there yet, but I'm on that side, pushing that way. And I have apparently osteoporosis, which I didn't know before I broke my leg. And the surgeon was really, really impressed with how well and quickly the bones healed, because the long-term prognosis was, his goal was for me to be able to walk without an assistive device, a walker or a cane or a rollator, things like that, by the 1 year mark. And at the 4 month mark, I was able to walk without any assistive device. So he was pretty impressed. And I have to say that the reason why I feel that happened, and I feel very strongly about this, is that I had the most amazing healers assisting and working on me during my process. From the moment I got into they loaded me into the ambulance, I had healers working on me while I was actually in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. And that never stopped. And I still am getting regular healings. And I'm just so grateful for the amazing people in my life, from the surgeon to the surgical team, to the people who have been supporting me mentally, trying to keep my spirits up throughout all of this. Because honestly, I did fall into a pretty big depression for a while. And the healers that have worked with me, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you and a big hug to the amazing Althea Gray, to Deborah Hubert Paradis, to Ava Love, to Lisa Starr Francis, to Mary Weinstein, to Bridget Crabtree, and I know I'm going to forget people. So I apologize. I'm sorry now if I didn't put your name in here, but you know who you are. For my amazing friends who came in and helped me, got me meals and made sure I was okay while I wasn't able to do those things for myself. For the people who did grocery shopping for me because I wasn't able to do that. It took a village to get me back on my feet, literally. And I would not have come through this so well had I not had so much support. So I want to thank everyone who was praying for me, everyone who sent healing to me. You've been very appreciated, and it was very well received. And I want to thank you all so very, very much from the bottom of my heart. And so in this time, and I noticed I'm saying so a lot today because I haven't been on in such a long time. You fall into old habits of speaking, and I need to remember that I have to eliminate that word so. And the reason why you say that is because you're thinking about what to say next. That being said, so what I'm going to say next is that the time that I had, while I was incapacitated, I did honestly, some of that time I spent catching up on movies. Oh my God, I watched the series Schitt's Creek from beginning to end, which I totally fell in love with. And so for the first probably month and a half, I did a lot of that because the pain levels honestly were so high that it was too high to focus on anything other than just taking my mind somewhere else besides being in my physical body in pain. And then once that sort of, I started feeling a little bit better every day, then I started reading again and figuring out like what's my next step and what has this whole experience brought me, what has it done for me, and what lessons can I take out of it. So one of the biggest takeaways for me has been that I am an overgiver. Yes, I am. And if the phone rings and somebody's on the phone, da da da, I need this, that, da da da. I, in the past, have run, and this is especially with my family. Now, I don't think overgiving, it being generous is a problem in a sense, but when you're constantly giving and there's no reciprocation or appreciation, that gets to be really difficult. I have some family members who are problematic, and I really had to set some strong boundaries of what I was willing and what I was willing not to do. I mean, as I was laid up in bed, with my leg in a cast, my brother was making demands for me to help him with this or help him with that. And he needed a ride to the grocery store, and I needed to arrange it because I couldn't take him, and so on and so forth. And it helped me to get really clear that I'm not responsible for anyone else. And it's really my job to be the light bearer, to hold the torch, to show people the way. I can certainly help people who are helping themselves, but not people who are not interested in helping themselves and want just everything to be done for them. Um, and so that was hard for me. That was a big deal for me to say no to my brother, because I have always felt like, and it's always been in my family, that it was sort of my responsibility to take care of my siblings. Growing up, my mother was manic depressive, which we didn't know back then. Nobody talked about it. And she basically would lock herself in her room, and we wouldn't see her sometimes for weeks. And so I had to take care of my siblings a lot. And my escape, or my reprieve, or my retreat, was to go to my grandparents' house. But that wasn't all, sweets and roses either, because my grandfather was pretty abusive. And if it weren't for my grandmother, that wouldn't have been a good place for me to be either. So all the lessons that I've had in my life have brought me to different levels of understanding, and have brought me to to a new place, to sort of level up within myself, within clearing up things within my heart, the wounds that I've had, from growing up as a child, and being able to become who I am, where I'm at, and to be able to step into being an inspiring leader to the people who I adore, who follow me, who take classes with me, who are just my inspiration. I get inspired when you guys succeed, when you guys reach a goal, when you guys overcome some obstacle, when you guys can say yes to you. That inspires me. That really lights me up, and I live for that. I really live for that. And so I want to put out there that wherever you are in your life, look, 2020 was hard for almost everybody. Nobody got away unscathed somehow or other, whether you had a family that got COVID, maybe you lost loved ones, maybe you got COVID yourself, maybe you had an accident like me, that maybe not exactly like mine where you shattered your leg, but maybe you had some kind of accident or injury or illness or financial difficulty. Whatever came up for you or has been coming up for you in your life, I encourage you to take that and look at it as an opportunity to turn it into a success. An opportunity for you to take the most difficult things in your life and turn it into a success. Everything that happens to us, the big things that happen, the good things and the bad things, right? Especially the bad things. There is a blessing in every single thing that happens to us, but we have to look for it. We're taught to look to sort of bond through wounding, right? When you first meet somebody, oh, what do you do? Well, hey, what's your name? What do you do? Oh, I'm Cynthia Fontaine. I'm a spirit guide, a spirit guide. Oh, I probably am a spirit guide to somebody somewhere, but I'm a transformational coach, and I'm an intuitive and psychic medium, and that's what I do. It's not who I am, but that's only a small part of what I do, right? What people really want to know is, who are you? Who are you? And who we are right now in this moment, we have become because of everything that's happened in our lives. Everything, down to the smallest detail. So, who are you in your life? And we have an opportunity every single day to change our lives, to change our mindset, to get right within ourselves. That's the key to a beautiful life. Now, I have um, a very, very, very dear friend who was one of my first students, who graduated and far surpassed me in on many levels, which is one thing that I really thrive on, is when my students surpass me and go on to live the best life. She has had a physically, I'm going to say, awful life, starting from when she was in her 20s up until right now. She's 40 or maybe 41. She has had and has been dealing with some huge, huge, huge health issues. And yet she is one of the most inspirational, supporting people in my life. And I just adore her. The great Les Brown, motivational speaker and author, just said this morning, today is a great day, right? Today is a great day. Why is today a great day? Because you're alive. You are living, breathing. You're watching this video, no matter what day of the week it is or what month of the year that you're watching it, you are alive. Alive and well to whatever level of wellness you have. So when we can focus on what we have, what level of wellness, what level of inspiration, when we can look at the things that we've overcome, even when we still have difficulties in our life, because we all do, and we all will forever, as long as we have a human body, because that's part of the human condition. Right? So when you can change your mindset, your life gets better exponentially, no matter what what's going on with your physical body. Your mind and your heart becomes whole. I had the most beautiful, amazing experience with a dear friend who I was in healer school with. We lost actually two of our classmates in healer school, our second year of school. And you might ask, oh, well, you're in healer school. Why didn't you heal them so they didn't die? Let me tell you an interesting thing that I have learned about healing. Healing doesn't always mean that the body physically heals. Now, really let that sink in. Healing does not mean that the body always physically heals. Yes, sometimes the body does physically heal, but what true healing is when your mind and your heart and your soul heal, and they come one, and you have peace no matter what's going on in the outside world. And the outside world is your body also, right? That's part of the outside, that's part of the physical world. So no matter what you have going on, no matter what the most difficult things you have experienced, and I'll tell you, I have had some pretty big difficult experiences in my life, starting as a child, being abused as a child, being locked in closets, inappropriate male relatives, taking advantage of you when you're a little kid. I've been raped twice. I've been held hostage at gunpoint, strangled on the kitchen table. I've had accidents and injuries where I blew the discs out in my neck and was completely incapacitated. And for I couldn't get out of bed I had to have somebody come and pick me up to take me to the bathroom because I could not walk. And then after about 30 or 35 days, I was able to crawl to the bathroom. And then, by the 6 month point, I could walk to the bathroom. I couldn't pick up anything more than 2 pounds for a year and a half. I couldn't drive for 7 months, and then when I could finally drive again, I could only drive for 10 minutes at a time. And this sort of injury with the leg has been sort of similar in a sense, though it hasn't taken me out for quite as long. But I had 4 months where I had to completely rely on other people. Now I can drive a little bit now, but I can't drive far. I can't be on my leg for long because I have that blood clot, and I have a lot of swelling, and the ankles and foot still really hurts, to be honest. But I'm not telling you this because for sympathy, or because I'm sort of using that as an excuse or anything. I want you to understand that sometimes we have stuff going on in our physical bodies that limit us to what we can do, in a sense. And so our mindset has to be in such a place that it doesn't matter what's going on in our physical body. We don't let that stop our mission, our goals, right? Thank God, in a sense, if we look at COVID for the blessings it's brought, look at all the amazing people that it has brought together through the internet, through Zoom, through Facebook, through Instagram, through TikTok, right? It's brought together so many people, and we have opportunities like we've never had before to be better, do better, be more, be stronger, faster, right? And I mean that you could be stronger and faster in your mind, right? Even when the physical body is not working the way you want it to work. So I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys a little bit. I wanted to update you, let you know how I am for those of you who do follow me and have been asking, because I haven't posted in a while. And for those of you who are new to me, I want to say welcome. Welcome to my heart. Welcome to my tribe. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you are in the world. And reach out on Facebook, like my public page, Cynthia Fontaine, the Rhode Island Psychic Medium. Follow me on Instagram and get into Clubhouse and start following me there. I'm going to be doing a Clubhouse room on Tuesday afternoons at Eastern Standard Time. And I actually might be doing one Monday and Tuesdays. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm so addicted. I might be spending a lot more time not only getting great information and learning so much there, but also getting on the platform and giving great content and information for you guys. Okay. And so I love you all so very much. Thanks for taking the time, for checking me out, for being here with me. Check out my website, cynthiafontaine.com. And thanks, guys. I love you all so much. And I'm going to be putting out some more free stuff in the near future. So make sure you're following me and turn on the notification on YouTube when you want to know when I go on live. All right, guys. I love you. Ciao.